أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا إنما المشركون نجس فلا يقربوا المسجد الحرام بعد عامهم هذا وإن خفتم عيلة فسوف يغنيكم الله من فضله إن شاء إن الله عليم حكيم. In this verse, which we had discussed partly yesterday, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala mentions, Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu innamal mushrikuna najas. That, O people of Iman, that verily the mushrikeen, the polytheists, these people are najis, these people are impure. And we explained the two aspects that some commentators said internally they are impure, and others say internally also and externally as well. فَلَا يَقْرَبُ الْمَسْجِدَ الْحَرَامَ بَعْدَ عَامِهِمْ هَذَا. Therefore, they should not come close to Masjid al-Haram after this year. So, coming close to Masjid al-Haram either refers to the four walls of the masjid or the hudud of the haram of Makkatul Mukarramah. So, in regards to not coming close to the masjid, a few questions come about here. Does this refer only to Masjid al-Haram, or does it refer to all the masjids in the world? Number two, is it only at the time of Hajj and Umrah, or generally at all times the mushrikeen, because they are impure, they must not come to the masjid? And thirdly, Allah Ta'ala speaks of mushrikeen over here. So does it refer to Ahl Kitab as well, or are the Ahl Kitab excluded from this verse of the Quran? Imam Malik rahmatullah alayhi is of the opinion, he said that the mushrikeen, the kuffar, whether it's Ahl Kitab, whether it is mushrikeen, all of them, they are najis and they are impure. So Imam Malik rahmatullah alayhi says that they must not come to any masjid, whether it's Makkah Sharif, whether it's Medina Sharif, or whether it's all the masjids of the world, they're not allowed to come to the masjid. So based on the qawl and the view of Imam Malik rahmatullah alayhi, current day, now they're having open day masjid. According to the view of Imam Malik rahmatullah alayhi, no kafir must come to any masjid. According to Imam Shafi rahmatullah alayhi, Imam Shafi rahmatullah alayhi says that Ahl Kitab, the Jews and the Christians, they are included in this. They must also not come to the masjid. But Imam Shafi rahmatullah alayhi says that it is only confined to the haram of Makkah Sharif. Allah Ta'ala says, فَلَا يَقْرَبُ الْمَسْجِدَ الْحَرَامِ. They must not come to Masjid al-Haram, so it is only restricted to Makkah Sharif. And the other masajid of the world, Imam Shafi rahmatullah alayhi says they can go to. What is the proof of Imam Shafi rahmatullah alayhi that they can go to other masajid in the world? He says that when Thumama bin Uthal radiallahu ta'ala, he was captured, Islam was presented to him, he refused to accept Islam. They brought him to Masjidun Nabawi and they tied him up in Masjidun Nabawi to the pillars of Masjidun Nabawi. It is only at the time when he wanted to relieve himself, etc., that he was freed to go. And then he would come back and he would be tied in Masjidun Nabawi. After being tied in Masjidun Nabawi, Nabi alayhi Islam presented Islam to him again. Again he said, I'm not prepared to accept Islam. He thought that he was going to be killed. Nabi alayhi Islam set him free. He went out and then he came back and he said, now I'm reciting Kalima. So Imam Shafi rahmatullah uses this as a proof that Nabi alayhi Islam brought Thumama bin Usal radiallahu anh into Masjidun Nabawi and tied him in Masjidun Nabawi. That's an indication that other masajid in the world they can enter. Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi, he says that what is meant فَلَا يَقْرَبُ الْمَسْجِدَ الْحَرَامِ, that the kuffar, the mushrikeen, how they used to make their umrah and their hajj in the days of jahiliyyah, in their ways of shirk, that they must not perform umrah and hajj in that manner, meaning they must not come here anymore and perform hajj like how the Muslimin are now performing the hajj. That is why Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala was sent in the ninth year of Hijri. And Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala said, La yahujjanna ba'd al-aami mushrikun, that a mushrik must not perform hajj after this year. So therefore Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi says it refers to hajj. However, Imam Saheb rahmatullah alayhi says that when there is a need and there's a necessity, then on the basis of need and necessity, whoever is the Amir of the town, whoever is the ruler of the town, he can permit the mushrikeen to enter the masjid, whether it is Masjid al-Haram, whether it is Masjidun Nabawi or any other masjid in the world. But that is on the basis of need and necessity. And the proof that Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayhi uses, he says that the tribe, the delegation, Wafd Thaqif, the tribe of Thaqif, the delegation of Thaqif, when they came to Makkatul Mukarramah after the conquest of Makkah, Nabi Kareem sallallahu alaihi wasallam allowed them to sleep in Masjid al-Haram. So the kuffar, then at that time they said, as the Muslimin, the Sahaba, they said to Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ya Rasulullah, these are mushrikeen, these people are najis. So Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam said that impurity that is on them, it will not have an effect on the masjid. So therefore they can stay in the masjid. So on this basis, Imam Saheb rahmatullahi is of the opinion that they can be permitted to come into the masjid, but only on the basis of necessity. Again, if you look at the current day, the open day of the masajid, where is the need and the necessity? There is really no need and no necessity for these people to come into the masajid. Number two, in Islam, there is separate accommodation for ladies and separate accommodation for men. Here, men, women, all will be entering into the masjid. Thirdly, a woman, she is in a menstrual cycle. She cannot enter into the masjid. But the kuffar, they're going to be coming into the masjid. Where do they know the laws of Sharia? There might be women that might be menstruating at that time, and they might enter into the masjid. So many laws of Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala will be broken with this open day. Allah ta'ala further says, وَإِنْ خِفْتُمْ عَيْلَةً فَسَوْفَ يُغْنِيكُمُ اللَّهُ مِنْ فَضْلِهِ إِنْ شَاءَ. That if you fear poverty, then soon Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala will make you independent out of His grace if Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala wishes. Meaning that now the mushrikeen, they were no longer permitted to come and perform Hajj with the Muslimin. So what's going to happen at the time of Hajj? The crowds are now going to go down. Now the Muslimin, the traders, they used to come, they used to have their shops in Mina, and all these people used to now support them. The kuffar also used to buy from them, the Muslimin also used to buy from them. So the Sahaba became afraid that now the mushrikeen are out, less people are going to come for Hajj, we're not going to do the same turnover, we're not going to make the same money that we used to make before. So Allah says, if you fear poverty, don't worry. فَسَوْفَ يُغْنِيكُمُ اللَّهُ. Allah will soon make you independent out of His grace if He wishes. Later on, what happened? When the Muslims, they conquered various lands, all the spoils of war now came into Madinatul Munawwara. Allah made them independent. After that, what happened? After the spoils of war had come in at a later stage, all the kuffar from the various countries started accepting Islam. وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا. Now again, the crowd started increasing on the occasion of Hajj. So Allah Ta'ala says, Allah will soon make you independent out of His grace if Allah Ta'ala wishes. Inna Allah alimun hakim. Allah Ta'ala is all knowing. Allah Ta'ala knows what's going through your mind also, what is worrying you also. Allah has full knowledge of everything. Hakim, and Allah Ta'ala is all wise. We'll continue.